Unix and Linux, where we'll give basic shell programming into a text file or a script file that is commonly mentioned as SH. So my theme is movie rental system. So we'll go straight on to the questions. So first we are going. First question will be like write script to list all the files in a specific directory and display the total number of files. So here basically we are using the command like hashtag hyphen bin bash. So with this we can say uh, like what is a command, what is the thing we are going to give inside the program, and then with this command we have we can get the total number of files in the particular system. And the second command could be the second next question could be like write a script to check if a specified file or a directory exists. So for that we are giving this command using the if condition. If the name exists, if the given name exists, it will give we are giving the echo command. The echo command is same as the print command. So if it exists, it will type as exists. If not, it will show file or directory does not exist. The same thing happens here. And the next question could be create a new directory or a movie to a specified file into it. So with this, we are given to whether to create a file or to move a file or to remove a file, we can give commands. The next question is to rename a file or a directory based on the user input. So here also we have given the bash command and everything to move and take out. So next we are given the grep command. Inside the movies.txt I have given a word movie to grep. So if these are the lines which contains the word grep, and WC is the command which is used to count how many number of lines or the word or character in the file it has. So it has like 12 times. And next could be like to read a file, process its consent and save the result to the another file. Here the saving file could be the output.txt, and the old movies and new movies both together will be saved in the output.txt. And the next questions will be like to prompt the user to input their name, then display a personal greeting. So here my personalized greeting could be like welcome to movie rental system. And next the question could be like develop a script that asks the user for an action. So here if I'm going to display a system info, it will show like this, and to list the movies it will show like this. So here I have created a sh file that is called menu, and I've given this input in that particular script file. Then using the chmod I'm changing the permission. Then to run and get the input I'm using dot slash menu dot sh, in which I can you can see like display system info and to list the movie files, and we have chosen and given all the things. The next question could be like to calculate two numerical input from the user and calculate some difference product and quotient. Here inside the nano calculator script file I've given all these inputs, and when I give two numbers inside the file, it will automatically give the sum different product and quotient. And next could be the conditional statement and logics. So here to check whether the directory is empty or not, I am give the conditional statement inside the script file release. It will show the file whether it is empty or not when I give this particular thing inside the release script file. And the next question could be like if the file is readable or not, I'm going to find out using a normal basic commands. Like if the file is readable, it will write readable. If it is writable, it will write as writable. Inside I'm entering a file name. After that it will say whether it is readable and writable. If it is both, it will give the both as output. It is called movie.txt. And next, develop a script that checks if a given file exists and is older than a certain number of days and its archive. So here I'll give the touch nano command everything. I'll check whether it is archivable and it is older than the old file. The next could be like the for loop condition to print 1 to 100. The next, we are using a loop condition to calculate the factorial. Inside the factorial script file, I am giving this particular condition. After giving the condition, if I type the number which I want to get a factorial, for example, here I have given the number 6, we are getting the factorial as 720. And the next is like it iterates over all the files in the directory and displays their name and permission. So when we use this command, we can iterate over all the files in the directory, and it also shows their names and their permissions. The next one could be like text and string manipulation. Here I'm going to reverse a string. To reverse a string, I'm using this particular command, and to convert all the characters in a string, like in alphabetical, like uppercase, lowercase, I'm using this command. And next, to find if a string is palindrome or not, I'm using this particular command. If it is a palindrome, it will display it as palindrome. If not, it will show not palindrome. And next one is file compression and archiving. So while to compress a directory into this tar, gz archive and display its size in archive, I am going to give this command. And to create a script file to extract files, I am using this command. And the next one could be like system monitoring and process management. Top is used to run the process or they run the program. Head is like first command, which is used to find the first file or the topmost thing, and free hyphen h is used to find the memory usage. Df hyphen h is used to tell the disk space. And next command could be like next question could be like to create a script that lists all running processes and allows the user to terminate a specific process by its PID. So when I give ps hyphen key, it will display all the PID and its time segments. If I want to kill a PID, I'll use the command kill $PID. And after that, to check the uptime and number of users, I'll use uptime and who command. To change the permission, I'll use as usual chmod and 600 star. And to change the ownership and group of specified files in a directory, I use sudo chown and my name and the user, like which for which text file I have to change. And to automation and scheduling, I'll use this particular file. And next, for the regular backup of the specified directory, we can store them and backup directory. We're using these commands in the script file backup movies. And next, we'll use the ls command to view all the savings. And the next one could be like scheduling a task using a script file. And here we are using the cron tab hyphen e command. The next one could be like to check a command or process that has been executed successfully and display has an appropriate success or error message. We'll use these commands in a specific file. And the next question could be like displaying the system current environmental variable